What up? What up? It's Pope the Blueprint, the host of the #1 networking show. And so I always like to take the first couple of seconds to highlight any local brands that I have on. And so tonight I have on XI11, which is an entrepreneur here in Baltimore. He's 16 years old. And so I encourage everyone to support your local brands. And, we have tons of black-owned brands in every city. And so let's support them. And
Yo, what up, baby? What's up, Brandon?
What's
Brandon
going
Pope.
on, good brother? How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good, baby. How about yourself?
Man, I'm awesome, man. I'm feeling like Goat James right now.
Go James, baby, all the way. The Lake Show, baby. That's what we rocking with tonight.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You know what? I knew it was a great vibe when I first reached out to you, man.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I felt that energy too. So that's why I kept up with you, and I was trying to figure out what you had going on. I think you got something great going on, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, right? And
Most
so
definitely.
let's go into it, right? So for the people that may not know you, right? Because most of my audience at the moment may be East Coast. So
Right.
let people know where you are and the name of what you have going on and the breed.
Right. Okay. My name is Derrick Butler. I'm located in Clarksville, Tennessee. Years back, my kennel name used to be Butler Boy Bullies. That was back in 2006. That's when I first purchased my first bully, my first Razor's Edge bully. And as time went on, I changed up my name. But back then is when I purchased my first bully from a guy named Joe Raker, out of Louisiana. I paid $1K back then, and back then we was trying to figure out what was these dogs everybody was going crazy about. You know what I'm saying? So I purchased my first bully. She was young, she was a female, and I kind of moved on with my program, and I bred her and had some puppies and kept off her, and continued to wave. So it's been a journey. I'm gonna tell you, I did a breeding. I then after a couple of years passed, I bought another dog from a good friend of mine out in California. His name is Kaz Harris, and we still like brothers today. And I purchased the Dax daughter because I already had a lot of heavy Cairo blood. That bloodline had kind of started from a guy named Dave Wilson out of Virginia. So I already had a lot of that Cairo blood on my yard, so I wanted to bring in something different that would bring in bone. The Cairo blood was particularly a physique where it structured head pieces. So I wanted to add some bone on that frame, on that body. I wanted to bring some body to the table. So I did that breeding with I bought that female, that Dax daughter, and I ran her back to another guy in California. This was years ago. I think his name was Sang Hair. He's a successful breeder, but he had a little dog named Spider Mite that I bred to, and that litter was a hit. And that guy, he's been doing some amazing things. So out of that litter, it was a dog named Gunner that came about, and I sold to a guy named Bobby Wish, and that dog has been all over the world, all in Europe and everywhere, And so I kind of moved on from the regular bullies. A couple of years later, that's when the exotics hit. The exotics hit the screen. The exotic bullies. Everybody was trying to figure out what is an exotics. A lot of backsplash or whatnot, but the movement kept going on, and man, these dogs hit the streets and stuff. Man, these dogs were selling, and this is I'm saying about 5 or 6 years ago when China and a lot of these international countries got involved, and they was coming over here and spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a pup, And around that time, this dog named Bolo was the biggest dog of the exotics. and everybody was breeding to him. I think his stuff, he might have been like 10,000 a pop. And so the guy was breeding him. He, he made a lot of money off the dog, and some says that dog got sold to a billionaire in China for $500,000. They said that dog was sold for 500,000. So, at that time, I was having a lot of bad luck with the exotics, because especially like when all these dogs hit the screen, Karate Kid, KK2, and all these big name dogs, I was one of the first ones that was trying to get a breeding done with these dogs. I wasn't having a lot of good luck, I was having seamanship, doing breedings. A lot of my females wasn't taken. It was kind of going south for me. And I was, just getting frustrated, was wanting to give up, investing money, losing money, and was wanting to give up, so, it is what it is. But, I'm fortunate. I'm going to say I'm fortunate enough to still be here today. It's a lot of breeders back then, that started off with us. They couldn't sustain that, what I'm saying? People losing that type of money, having families and stuff, you just can't, keep carrying on that. So I was just fortunate enough to keep moving on. It's been a journey. It's been a good journey. Man. And yeah, it's been a good thing. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been dealing with the Frenchies for the last 4 or 5 years now, and it's been a blessing because I met this lady named Gwendolyn Finn. She was already into the Frenchies before me, and those dogs was expensive too. And me and her did a couple of deals together, and everything worked out well. And we kept continuing on doing deals, and it's been a blessing for all. And it seems like my business right now is picking up. It's like sky's the limit right now. I got people calling from everywhere wanting puppies. I got a puppy list. People wanting no puppies. It's just crazy. It's been a blessing.
Wow, that's a journey. Now, take us back to the beginning, right? Because were you always into dogs, and then what was that first start to say, I really want to take this and move this to breed? Because that's a whole nother responsibility than just having.
Yeah, as a kid, I always have been into dogs and animals, but when I stumbled up on these bullies, this American bullies, it caught a bigger of attention, and I was like, what are these? Why are these dogs costing so much? Back then in 2004, 5, and 6, to spend $1,000, $2,000-$3,000 on a dog, that's a lot of money. We grew up usually spending, $300-$400 on just a regular pit bull. But yeah, we was trying to figure out what was the American bullies, and so it drew a lot of attention, and so I started reading up on these dogs. Magazines and stuff was coming out. Let me see if I have some. Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of magazines and stuff was coming out, and it was interesting. Like this dog right here, a lot of these new breeders don't know about this dog or don't know about this stuff, but Cairo was supposed to have been like the founder of the American Bully, and I had like a granddaughter off of him, and but yeah, man, it just caught my attention, and I got into it more and more. And this stuff just took off, it's all over the world, internationally known now, and it's still growing. And, people do a lot of shows in China, man, they do red carpet. Thailand, man, they do all kind of red carpet. They had a media out there, and this stuff is just grown, But, I tell people, man, as a breeder, it's not easy. A lot of people were saying, all the money and stuff was involved and figured they would just get 2 dogs, put them together, and make all this money. It don't work like that, man. You gotta have your first thing. You gotta have a nice setup. Gotta have a nice foundation for your dogs. You can't be in the subdivision trying to have all these dogs breeding and all that stuff. You gotta have a nice, nice foundation for your dogs. And it takes patience, and you gotta get with the right crew that's gonna put you in the right directions. It's got a lot of scammers out here, just like with anything else. You just gotta get with the right people, surround yourself with the right people. And, hopefully, you'll get something out of it, And to me, it's a passion too, sometimes I just catch myself just back there hanging out with the dogs, just chilling, just hanging out with the dogs, we just cooling, just me and the dogs. So it's a getaway thing for me. It's something that I love to do,
Now,
Definitely.
how do you avoid, like you said, the scammers, right? Because one thing I noticed, like when I'm looking up like particular breeds, I'm into the
Right.
Rottweilers and the Cane Corsos,
Right.
but I keep seeing like AKC and certain paperworks.
Right.
Is that how you kind of stay out of the scammers, or how does the paperwork get involved?
Well, I'm gonna say most of your bullies and most of your American bullies are mostly registered UKC.
Okay.
Um, and then most of the Frenchies, I mean, you have Frenchies registered with other registries too, but most of the Frenchies that I have owned are registered with AKC. AKC and UKC are the two top main registries out here. Now you got now see back then we was having a lot of issues with UKC because they didn't want to register certain bullies. So a lot of people was having conflicts. So a lot of people invested a lot of money and started their own registries. So you
Mm,
had the ABR came about. You had the ABKC came out first. That was years ago. Then you had ABR. Then you had IBR came out, and people started their own registries, and people just ran off with that. But the two biggest registries that's been around for over 100 years is UKC and AKC.
okay.
They have a lot of similarities, but they also have differences. I'm gonna tell you the thing about AKC registry. It's more of a AKC is more of the type of shows you will see on TV with the people showing with the suits on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're more judging on more of like looks and color and stuff like that. A UKC judge, you go to shows like that, is more formal. People like with jeans on and stuff, and they kind of looking for like structure and stuff like that and size. So those
Mm,
are some of the difference. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think AKC has been around 14 years longer than UKC.
okay.
But those are your two main top registries out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. Even with UKC, they were saying how much money they was losing. So they started a American Bully registry with they was having issues registering people bully. So they started the American Bully registry to allow people to to register bullies because they seen how much money they was losing out on. People see, dollars is hurting their pocket. They're gonna try to figure out a way to make it right. But yeah, so those are the two main registries that's been around, my dogs. And it's got some other registries. It's got some brothers that's doing. I'm going to go over and support them and help them out too. I know everybody got to start from somewhere, got to start from somewhere.
Now, when you say you're gonna help them out, is it that you're gonna take a fee from your litters and help to breed, or you're gonna show them the business side of things? How does that work?
Well, they already pretty much got the business size on hand. My support would come from me just taking my dogs to their registry and registering my dogs with their registry.
Okay.
That'll be my support for them, you know. And any kind of tips I can give them to help out, But they pretty much then got the business side of it because they already up and running. You got this one guy. He's new with his registry, Jay Brady. He's all over promoting his business and stuff, and he's doing a good job. And I've been talking to him back and forth. I'm gonna definitely get some of my dogs over there, and we're gonna get him registered with what he got going on. He definitely
Okay.
got a good thing going on.
So
You know,
now take us through the process, right?
right,
Because you say you have to get the right setup.
right.
Then now, how does the breeding process work? Because I know, is it that you can only take certain bloodlines, or what is kind of your mindset when you're setting the
Well, I
breed?
mean, with that, you definitely got to have the right setup. But
Okay.
let's say for instance, if I have a female and I see a female, and I see a stud in Cali that I want to use, I'm gonna do my research and make sure this stud owner is legit. See, check with people, make sure they vouching for him on the right direction. And if I see a stud that I like, I'll send this guy whatever he's charging, 2,500 to 3 grand. I'll send my money over to him, and then when my female come in heat, I would have to take her to the vet. I would have to get progesterone tests done, you know, and then when her numbers are right, I would contact that stud owner, and what he would do, he would take his stud to his vet in Cali, and what they would do, they will pull him. They will pull dog semen from him, and they will put this dog semen in an extender, and they'll put it in a chilled semen kit, and they will overnight it to my vet. My vet would get it the next day. And then when my vet get it, they would do a surgical AI on her, because she's ovulating, so her numbers was high enough to where her eggs now are starting to ovulate. And then they would proceed on with the breeding. You know, so it's a process. And I might, you know, dealing with that, Brandon, you know, you might spend $2,500, $3,000 for the stud, and then you got to pay for all your progesterone tests. Might be $100 a pop. Sometimes you got to, you know, you got to get 5 or 6 of those done at a time, and that's another $600. And then not only that, you got to pay another $350 for the processing of the semen and the shipping to get to your vet. And then on top of that, you got to pay for that, you know, the surgical AI. So it adds up. So you might be out about $5,000 easy. And then, you know, what a lot of people have setbacks on is when your female might not take, you know, even though, you know, the agreement that you didn't have with the stud owner, you know, you'll get a repeat. But not only that, you done spent all this other money on trying to get the breeding done. So that's one of the downfalls. But it's part of the business, though. You know, it's part of the business. So, you know, but, you know, you know, a lot of times people are successful. Sometimes people don't catch them right. You know, it just dependent. It's dependent. It's timing. It's all about timing. Definitely about timing.
You know what? That's super informative too, because for the people that's looking to do what you're doing, they
Right.
need to know that you have to be committed,
Got to
and
be
that you're
committed.
also going to have to invest financially
You got,
to get it started.
yeah, you got to put money back. It's just like, you know, with the Kentucky Derby, you know, these people have these $1 million horses. It's some of the same process, you know, even though a lot of those, they probably having frozen semen shipped in nitrogen tanks, but it's the same process. You know, you got to, even if you do have a litter, you sell some puppies and make money, but you got to put money back to invest for the next go around, you know, because with these dogs, you never know what would have happened. You can have a pregnant female. She might go in labor early, and then in the middle of the night, you're trying to call your vet to get a C-section. And instead of you paying $1,000, you might be paying $2,000 or $2,500 because you're trying to have a C-section in the middle of the night, and that's an emergency C-section. So, yeah, it's part of it. You know, you got some bumpy roads at times, you know, but you know, if it's something you love to do, you know, you'll keep pushing. You know, I just tell the younger generation, a lot of the new people that's getting into these dogs, man, just have a nice setup, you know, get with the right people who gonna guide you the right way, you know, and get some good information, you know, about what you're gonna be doing, you know, because there's a lot of, like with the exotics and stuff, man, it's still taking off and it's still big. Even with the French Bulldogs, it's crazy right now. You know, a lot of people getting into Frenchies. I mean, I can't keep up with puppies. Time they're on the ground, they're gone. You know, so it's been a blessing, you know, and we want to keep it rolling. We want to continue to bring in new blood, bring in new lines and different strands and stuff. But we want to bring in better quality. You know, we just want to give the people some good stuff, good stock. Definitely.
Man, you know, and then so once you go through that process and the litter is there now, give us kind of a brief overview of how dedicated you have to be for the younger puppies now.
Wow, that's the hard part. When you got newborn puppies on the ground, think about that. You got to be up every 2 hours. With me, the way I do my stuff, I don't leave my puppies in with the mom. I can't take a risk of her, you know, being so overprotected. Sometimes they might be smothering the puppies and not even knowing it. So what I do is I just only put my puppies in there for feeding time, you know, and I let them feed for an hour or two, and then I'll take them out, get up another 2 hours, and that's all through the night. That's every 2 hours during the night. You got to, especially those first 2 or 3 days, those are your crucial days, you know, because the puppies got to have that cholesterol. That's the most important thing they got to have. So that's how I usually do it. A lot of times you'll get some females, man, the first couple of days or even the first week, they might not even be producing milk. And that puts you in a bad bind. So A lot of people have to bottle feed, but you know, I'm fortunate enough that I was able to learn how to tube feed, and that's gonna save a lot of puppies from me. And because you have a lot of females, they're just not producing milk for the first couple of days. I just try to give them supplements, and you know, as by me tube feeding, I'll still be kind of putting them on the mom because it's still kind of it's stimulating them, still stimulating them. Some females just slower than others. But yeah, that's the thing when you're trying to have newborn puppies and keeping them alive for the first couple of days. It's pretty rough. It can get hard on you, you know.
Man, that's like having a newborn baby.
Like having a newborn baby, man. But you got multiples. You know, you got 7 to 8 puppies. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep them fed, and you getting up, you're sleeping, you're tired, your wife fussing. You know, so it can get rough. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's part of the dog breeding world. You know, that's part of it, you know, trying to take care of them puppies, keeping them alive, man, because, you know, you can't afford to lose, you know, especially after you invested all that money. You know, it definitely can get rough. Definitely.
Yeah. And then, so now, you know, you have them going.
Right.
Now, what's the marketing side? Because one of the things that, and you probably got into it later, I
Right.
like the merch. I don't know now, when everybody purchase a puppy, do they get a cap?
Most of the time when people purchase a puppy from me, I either give them a cap, t-shirts. I got polos. Now it's starting to get chilly, so I get a lot of hoodies and stuff made. Actually, Brandon, I think I'm about to come out with this merch line. It's gonna call French Kiss. It's something I've been thinking about. I got a website I'm getting worked on right now, and I think I'm gonna do a lot of because I deal with a lot of modeling females that want Frenchies, and it's a lot of those girls been telling me, once you start a line, and we'll do a lot of modeling for you. So that's been coming across me. I think it's gonna be a good idea. But yeah, I do. People purchase puppies from me. I usually give them a cap or a t-shirt or something, you know, so they can have something to take pictures in. Definitely do that. So that's one of the big things to this. You gotta market, you know, get your name out there. You know, I got a lot of other ideas too we've been planning on doing too. You know, I'm trying to get my YouTube page off the ground. So it's definitely about marketing. You know, you might spend thousands of dollars trying to get your name out, because there's a lot of people out here breeding, you know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing to anything you do in the business. You know, it's marketing and promoting. That's definitely important. Definitely.
Well, it's super important because that's how I came across your page, right? Because you know, I follow the Party Chef.
Right. My brother.
And so, yeah, and
Yeah.
so I was on his page, you know, just following him.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, he got a new puppy, and I was looking for a breeder to come on the show.
Right.
So
Great time.
yeah, and I'm on his page. I reached out to you, and you were super humble. You're like, man, I'll come on the show. So
Right.
I want people to know that marketing side of the business works. You need to be
Man, and every, you know, and ever since I sold a puppy with him, man, and so many people been reaching out to me on puppies. You know, they say that they waiting on my next litter. So man, it's definitely about networking. Networking is another main thing. You got to network with a lot of different people. And I lately, you know, since I talked to you the first time, and I've been dealing with so many other people, it's definitely been a blessing. I'm definitely humble. Definitely a blessing for me. You know, so I say I got a lot of things in plan. I got a lot of things I want to do. You know. To me, I feel like I'm just getting started, because now a lot of stuff starting to fall in place. You know, during those times I was having a rough, rocky roads, but you know, I stood tall and I kept pushing it. You know, so I think now time's starting to pay off. You know, starting to pay off now. It's definitely been good.
That's great to hear, man. That's
Yes,
great to hear.
it's been good, man. Like I say, man, I've been excited to get online with you all month, because I know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, man, and I've been waiting on this. Been waiting on this opportunity. It's definitely been a blessing. Definitely. Yeah.
And so before we go, it's two things, right?
Right.
Let people know where they can get in contact with you. You know, give them all your social media handles, and then second, you know, I want to end on a word of encouragement. It can be specifically for dog breeders or just entrepreneurs in general.
Right.
Just that word of encouragement.
Man, I'm gonna just say, just stay humble, man. Try to make sure you go the extra 110% when people doing business with you, if people spending their hard-earned money with you, you know, go an extra 10 to 20% to do something to satisfy them. You know, I think lately I've been doing so good of a business with people. I've been having certain customers coming back with different little gifts, just, you know, appreciating what I did. You know, I went out the way, you know, and I try to work with a lot of people. I'm here close to a military town where I'm in a military town, so I deal with a lot of military families, and I try to work with them the best I can, man. It's just, you know, I just tell all these young breeders, just stay humble, do the best business, because that'll mess up your reputation, and then nobody don't want to deal with you. You know, just do good business, and, you know, keep a steady head and just push forward and surround yourself with good people that's been there, and, you know, and been through those trials and tribulations. You know, just stay strong. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Just stick in there, man, and, you know, it'll work out. You know, you'll be successful in the end. And you can find me at on Instagram at Exotic with an X, Frenchy Empire, and my YouTube page is also Exotic Frenchy Empire with an X, and I'm also on Facebook. My name is Derrick Butler on Facebook, and also go follow my sister at Candy underscore what it is, Candy underscore. Let me make sure I'm getting this right before I say that. I don't want to get the wrong information now. Let me see. Candy Coated Painted.
Okay.
Candy underscore painted. Yeah, that's our page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then can we repeat that one more time? Because that way, once I finish the podcast, what I'll do is I'll also put that in the comments as well.
Okay. Hold on.
Candy.
Let me make sure I'm getting that right.
Yeah.
Okay, follow her. It's Candy underscore coated underscore Frenchies.
Okay.
So it's Candy underscore coated underscore Frenchies with an IES. Follow my sister Gwen on Instagram. She's the one that got me started with the Frenchies. She's very knowledgeable about Frenchies. You know, I always go to her with all kind of advice. I probably get on her nerves, but I'm always calling her, asking her some questions about something. But yeah, but it's like I say, ever since I met over her, everything's been working. It's been wonders. You know, it's been a blessing. Everything's been great. You know. You know, she got some nice quality stuff, man. Some real expensive Frenchies too. So it was an honor I told her she was like a little angel that came into my life. You know, so it was a blessing, man.
How did that connection come about?
Man, that was crazy because she heard of me through another girl that she was doing business with, and she reached out to me, and come to find out, I had remembered her from years ago. When she was breeding the bullies over 10, 15 years ago, she was dealing with bullies, and she had a dog named Ripley. She used to be a part of one of the biggest organizations with the bullies. It was called Elite Edge, and she was a member of that, and she was real known. And I remembered her from back then, and we got to talking, and I was like, Gwen, I remember you, but I just didn't know you that well. And so, man, we had a long conversation about this and that, and man, we got to talking about the Frenchies, and from, you know, we did one deal. She said we're gonna. I told her that I was trying to get into the French Bulldog, so we did a deal, and from then on, we just kept doing business deals, and it's been love. She been showing me a lot of love, definitely. You know, it's been carrying on since about 4 or 5 years now. You know. Yeah, so she has some nice stuff too, real nice, you know, quality dogs, you know, color, you know, structure, you know, just like, you know, she didn't have a lot of the just standard, but she had some of the real nice Frenchies with structure and stuff, you know, with body, you know, real good stuff. And, you know, she's been going through a bumpy road too, but, you know, but I told her, you know, it happens to all of us, you know, we just gotta keep it pushing, definitely keep it pushing.
Now,
Yeah,
what's the name of that big dog that you had that I put in?
Okay, that was one of my exotics, man. That's my boy Mutant. The reason why I called him mutant because he's very rare, and I haven't seen it in the exotic bully world, but what makes him so rare, he has a half chocolate and a half black face. So I called him mutant because to me that was a mutation. Some people was calling it somatic. Others was calling some other names, but you know, we don't really know. But it was pretty cool that he had that. So I did a breeding with him, and I was hoping he carried that on to his offspring. But you know, I only got one litter off the ground with him, so I you know, I don't really know. But I got some other females lined up, and we're gonna see what he's gonna do. But yeah, that's my big boy mutant. Yeah, he's a big old boy, big old baby too. Yeah, big old baby. Yeah, he's a monster. He all over the place.
Man.
Yeah. So, but I did 3 breedings in I did 3 breedings in August. So I know 2 of my females took for sure. So I'm expecting some puppies mid-October. I got another female that should be coming in heat any day to do a breeding with my brother Cass and Callie. And I got some other females too due to come in heat. So hopefully I can keep it steady, you know. Supply and demand, you know, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. But I think it's gonna.
Do you have any help? Do you have any help like on a daily basis, or you a one-man show?
I'm a one-man show, Brandon. You know, like when I go out of town, I travel a lot. I went to Miami a couple of weeks before COVID hit, and I delivered a pup out there to a client. But my 17-year-old son, usually he'll kind of help out for a couple of days when I'm gone. When I leave out of town, I try not to be gone for no longer than 3 or 4 days, and I come on back. Usually he can hold it down, you know, but you know, nobody's never gonna, you know, do it like the way you want it, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time I'm doing it by myself, you know. The kids will come out there and help out a little bit. You know, I got my other younger son, Marcel, that's 11. He'll try to come help out, but I'm trying to get that kid off that Fortnite, man. He want to be on Fortnite all day. I say you got to come earn the V-Bucks, man. You got to come clean these dog kennels out. You know, got to come clean them dog kennels out. But he's in football right now, so, you know, I try to keep him going.
You coach football too, right?
Yes, sir. I coach the Ravens. I coach my son's team, so we got a game coming up Saturday. So, yeah, you know, between the dogs, you know, working, football, man, I'm always going. I'm always on the go. Always. But, you know, I like to be busy. You know, it keeps me going. It definitely keeps me going. But you know, we got a few more games left, and then I'll definitely be able to focus on the dog because it's got some other things I got in works too, some more facilities and stuff I want to. Because the indoor facility I got, you know, when it get cold, I usually bring the dogs in there, but I also have an outdoor facility too with concrete and roof and everything. You know, the dogs can be out, you know, especially this time of year, it's nice and cool. You know, I got a couple acres so the dogs have a lot of room where they can run around and enjoy themselves and play, you know, so they're not caged up all day. They definitely get a lot of playtime. Definitely. So yeah, you know, it's been a blessing. You know, I got a nice little spot, so I'm definitely fortunate enough to have that, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely. So it's been cool, man. So yeah, we just trying to keep it pushing, you know, bring in some better blood, man. I've been networking with a lot of people, so hopefully things going, you know, I think every day things are getting better and better and better. You know, definitely see the progress coming. Definitely see the progress.
You know it is, man, because you've invested the time, you've invested the work.
Right, a lot. The pain, the tears, man, it's been rough, man. It's a lot of stuff that happened. I'm like, man, I don't, you know, I need to do something else because, man, I done had some losses, man. It's been hurt me. But, you know, like I said, I done stood tall and, you know, kept it strong. You know, I'm moving now. So, you know, I think things working out for the better now. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely things working out for the better. I can't complain at all.
Yeah. And you know what? So I'm glad you came on tonight. And so, you know, once we end this interview, I'm
Right.
going to send it right out. So people will be able to watch the full interview.
Right.
And then by tomorrow evening, it'll be uploaded on iTunes and Spotify. So people will be able to listen to it
Right.
as well.
Right. Right.
and
Cool.
get the knowledge that you would
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah. Get the knowledge out, you know. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all go follow my brother Mike Diego at Wave Makers. Good brother, man.
Hmm.
Good brother, solid. You know, he's got a lot going on in San Diego. You know,
Okay,
definitely go follow him at Wave Makers on Instagram. Real
got
good brother, man. Real good brother. You know, he's pushing out a lot of knowledge and motivation. You know, he have a lot of, you know, a lot of little speeches he'll come out with in, you know, mornings or sometime, and it just motivate. You might be having a bad day, and it'll uplift you to pick you up. You know, so
you.
he's a real good brother. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go check them out. I'm gonna check everybody that you mentioned. I'm gonna go follow,
right,
because I believe, and that's why I call it the winner's circle,
right,
because the circle goes around
yes,
and it's
sir.
a continuation.
Yeah, it is. It's a continuation. You know, the cycle always continue. You know, it'll be something new. You know, it seems like every 4 to 5 years, it's a cycle. It's something different, but it's a cycle. You
Yeah,
know, and it might be this other hot breed to come out. And, you know, he's killing the game. Everybody wanting to use his stud. You know, but it's you know, it's one of them things. You know, so you know, but like I say, man, if I had my time, which I mean, I'm cool because, like I say, I'm fortunate enough to still be here. If
yeah,
my time was, you know, would have had hit during those times, especially when China and all these other countries got involved, I know I'd have been a millionaire easy, you know, real easy, you know. But you know, it's part of the process. It's still not too late.
yeah,
Definitely not too late.
yeah.
You know, people don't realize this is a big market. I see
Mhm.
people spend tens and 20 thousands of dollars every day on dogs. Every day I see it. It's
Mhm.
every day, you know. So it's going like you said. It's a circle. It's a cycle.
Yeah,
It goes around and around, you know. And it's for
yeah.
some reason, especially it seemed like since this COVID-19 and came out, man, is everybody buying puppies. Everybody investing in dogs and stuff. You know, that didn't slow that down not one bit. If you in the dog business, it's booming right now. Definitely
And
booming.
you know what? I think too, with people purchasing puppies, because with this COVID, it shifted the attitudes, and a lot of people were down, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
so I think those puppies, I know for sure that the puppies help bring that joy of life back to people.
Man, you hit it right on point because I had not really neighbors, but I had friends of mine that was calling me. They didn't want to buy a puppy. They just wanted to babysit because you know they was home, stuck in the house, miserable. You know, I had people was coming to get some of my puppies and just wanted to keep them for a week or two. You know, so you're right. It brought a lot of joy to people. You know, people needed attention. You know, it gave
Yeah,
them something to do. You know, so people were stuck in the house. So that's a big point. That was a big point. You know,
yeah.
and
And
then I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
too, even, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world, you know, you gotta, you know, even like with the cane corsos and stuff like that, man, you got people buying bigger dogs for, you know, for protection. It's crazy, you know, because I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. You know, I've been
yeah,
messing with these dogs for over 15, 16 years. So I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis with questions and, you know, with helping on shots and deworm on them, how to register your dogs or you know, other stuff that I do too. So it's crazy, man. You know, but yeah, but like you said, you know, people getting puppies and dogs is bringing more joy to their household because of this pandemic we've been dealing with. Definitely,
yeah. And I
definitely.
foresee it keep going, right? Because I think right now people are gonna appreciate, what they miss and what they have now.
Right, right,
So they're gonna be coming at you like, man, I'm
right.
appreciative. I need that bundle of joy.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna, you know, you're right, Brandon. I think it's gonna be almost the norm now. It's gonna pretty much the norm of how we gonna be living, you know, until who knows, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's something that's gonna carry out for a while. And you know, so you know, I gotta be here to do good business with people, you know. You know, a lot of my customers I still talk to on a daily basis, you know, checking up on them. You know, they sending me pictures of the puppies and stuff. So it's a lot of customers, man. They appreciate what they done got. They overjoyed with love, So yeah, you're right. So it has put a spark on people's life, You never know what people might be dealing with in the inside. You'll see a person on an everyday basis, they might seem happy and joyful, but you never know what a person might be dealing with in the inside or inside their home. Never know. That's why with me, I'll try to, even if I don't talk to a lot of my brothers, I try to send them a text, how was your day, bro? Just something similar. You just never know, that little bit might make a difference in somebody's life. Never know. Never know.
That's true.
You never know, man.
You gave a lot of wisdom tonight, man. A lot of
Never
wisdom.
know.
So, I appreciate you coming on tonight,
Oh
man.
man, I'm honored. I'm honored to be on your show,
Yeah,
brother. Honored to
yeah,
be on here. Definitely honored. I
I
hope
really,
we can get another one going on, sometimes.
yeah,
Definitely honored
yeah.
to be on, man.
And as you expand, and that's why I said, man, I love to have people come back because it's not only just one and done.
Right.
People also need to hear the growth and
Right.
experience the
Yeah.
growth
Yeah.
for motivation.
Right, man. Yeah, and I think it's a lot of that's I think there's a lot of growth is going on right now. Even with my business, it's a lot of stuff that I got planned. So I think the next episode or term we have, I have a lot of new things to talk about. Definitely, and it's a lot of people that I've been watching you interview. I've been following them as well to see what they got going on, to reach out to them. There's some sisters on there already in the message about their business and stuff, that I was kind of interested in. So definitely, I've been keeping up with everything. Definitely keeping my eyes open.
Man, you know what? That's really important, that you said that because it means a lot to me because I really put in effort to make sure that I'm exposing people to
Right,
positive people, man.
right,
I'm all about growth. I'm all
right,
about us just sharing the community and
right.
keeping the money within our community, man.
Exactly. And with me, every week I try to spend my money within the community with us. I try to at least spend my money with 2 black businesses a week. I try to. It does something to me inside. It makes me feel good when I do that. So, I encourage a lot of people to do the same thing. I encourage a lot of people that I know never voted, go out and vote, man. Your one vote, can change a lot. So, I'm definitely big on supporting black business and networking and meeting a lot of new people. I want to start traveling more. I want to also get into some other stuff too. So that's why I like to definitely sit down and network with other people. That person might have some good ideas. I might have some good ideas I can bring to the table. Everybody can brainstorm together. You never know where to take you. Never know where to take you to.
That's the
Most
truth.
definitely, man. It's been an honor, man. I think you got something good going on. That's why every time I see one of your episodes of what you got going on, man, I was like, man, it's gonna be big. This is gonna be big. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be big. I
I
love it.
appreciate that, brother. I
Yes,
appreciate
it's gonna
that,
be
man.
big, brother. Definitely,
Yeah,
it's gonna be love for real. Yeah,
yeah,
you doing good, brother. I'll be seeing you. I've been,
yeah.
especially with all what you got going on, the multiple streams you got going on. That's gonna be big. And when I see that, it motivates me. It motivates me. When I see the stuff you doing, it motivates me. Definitely, definitely motivates me. So keep
Thanks,
keep
brother.
doing what you're doing, Brandon. You're gonna be up there, way up there. You're already up there. You're gonna be even higher, brother.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that, and I take that, and I watch certain episodes that I watch over because it's certain shifts,
Right.
right? That I take it personal because a lot of times God speak through people, and you have to be
Exactly.
attentive
Yeah.
to what He's saying through people.
Yeah.
And so I don't take what you just said lightly because
No.
we're,
No.
we're all working hard every day,
Oh
investing our
yeah.
sweat equity, and it's good to know that people are inspired by what you're doing
Oh
to go
yeah.
harder.
Right. It does, man. You right. God, God does send messages through other people, signs and stuff. And sometimes we got to go back and it might be something that we missed, and we got to go back and reevaluate ourselves to catch those little things. We want to make sure we don't miss none of those blessings. We want to take in all the blessings that we can get. You know, that's why I like to give, because I feel like when I give, I have something, another better movement that comes, and it's always happened like that for me. When I give, I always get blessings back, even 10 times stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love to give and I love to help out people. So you're right, man. I think you're inspiring a lot of people out here. You know, definitely what you got going on. You got something big going on. Especially when I went to your platform, I said, man, this brother got something big. He's doing some good stuff. Like I say, you done motivated me on a lot of stuff already that I've seen. You know, definitely have.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, man, it's good, brother. You got some good stuff going on.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna keep everybody tonight, man. I'm gonna let everybody go.
Right.
But once again, thank you, man. Peace, love, and blessings. Like you said, we definitely got to do it again.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And like I
Absolutely.
said, anybody that you know that would be a great fit for the show, man, definitely recommend them. You know, because it's not about just my local people here in
Right.
Baltimore.
Right.
You know, I want everybody around the
Yeah,
world.
worldwide. You know, it's all about people networking with each other. You know,
Yeah.
it's so much out there. You know, we just got to get out there. We got to get it out there. It's a lot out there for us. Just got to get out there and get it. But yeah, I definitely got some ideas for you, and I definitely will be shooting them at you. You know, I got some good stuff for you. Trust me, I got some good stuff for you, and we're gonna make it happen with some good people, too, some real good people. So you know, I'm for So it was a blessing for you to get my information. You know, and start this. You know, I think this is gonna be something big, especially for the dog world. It's a lot of it's big. It's a lot of people out there. A lot of people are be excited to come on your platform. Definitely. Yeah, you hear some crazy stories. Good stories though, but crazy. Yeah. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, Brandon. Definitely been a journey. But yeah, like you said, we gotta keep pushing. You know, it's all about how you finish. All about how you finish. Yep. Definitely.
Truth, man.
Yeah.
You stay blessed, brother. Stay blessed.
Oh man, you stay blessed. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep watching you. now.
I'm keep going hard for the culture, man.
You got to, baby. Hard. Keep going hard in the paint now. Like LBJ, baby. Like LBJ. You gotta keep going hard in the paint. Yeah, we gotta finish strong. Couple more games, baby. Finish strong. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed, man. Stay blessed.
You too, Brandon. You stay blessed. Take care of yourself out there, brother. Y'all be safe.
Peace.
Peace.